How's it going, lads? I'm NewClues, welcome back from all the latest VR news. In today's video we will be looking at the ultimate list of Oculus Quest games. Just to clarify, I will be including games on side quests, both paid and free games, and no particular order. I'm also going to categorize them. There'll be timestamps in the description, so yep, you can just skip to certain categories if you don't want to watch it all. But before, if you do enjoy what I do, then please consider subscribing. It's just one click and you can always unsubscribe later. That said, on with the video. The Oculus Quest game library has been gradually growing, and we're at a point where very well-known games have been ported. There have been some incredible Quest specials, Oculus originals, and great PC ports. But which games are the best? Well, first, let's have a look at zombie games. There are some really great zombie games on the Quest, but here are probably my favourites. First is Drop Dead Dual Strike Edition. Now, Drop Dead is one of those more arcade-style zombie shooters, but that does not mean it is not good. Drop Dead Dual Strike Edition, as I said in the name, allows you to dual-wield guns, including shotguns, revolvers, and there are many melee weapons like axes that you can slash and hack zombies with. There is also a great horde mode where you can fight oncoming enemies to the death. Altogether a brilliant game and could be yours for $10.99. Now, Arizona Sunshine. Drop Dead Dual Strike's more like an arcadey style zombie game, but on the other end of the scale is Arizona Sunshine. It's not only opposite in gameplay, but also in price, as this will set you back £29.99. Arizona Sunshine allows you to move freely around the vast, scorching lands of Arizona. Arizona Sunshine boasts over 25 different weapons, all resembling real-life movements, and now thing you have to realize is how very big it is. Now, the environments are massive, and you play up with the 4 friends in the game, which is great fun, trust me. As I said, Arizona Sunshine is $29.99, so not cheap, but is definitely one of my favourite, and I think it is probably the most expensive on the Quest. And the last game in zombie games is Death Horizon. Basically, in Death Horizon, the T12 virus has infected the world, and you must survive and save the world from the virus. You can use both hands and your head, never stop shooting, pick up rounds, climb up pipes and ladders, jump onto bars and grab hold of ropes. You can do this all while shooting at zombies, and yeah, you've got to find anything to take them down. You're free to choose whatever weapons and tactics you want, prove your agility, imagination, accuracy, and yeah, if you don't, you will be taken out. But it is a great game, and it is $14.99. I highly recommend Death Horizon. That's it for zombie games. Let's look at horror games. Recently, we've had a lot of amazing horror games come out on the Quest, but FNAF VR is definitely one of the best and one of the most hyped out of all of them. FNAF is, of course, one of the most well-known games out there, and the VR experience just really enhances the horror of it. With great visuals and amazing jump scares, Five Nights at Freddy's VR does not disappoint. Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted is a virtual reality experience for the Oculus Quest. It's a collection of the classic Five Nights at Freddy's games and mini-games for Help Wanted specially. You can survive terrifying encounters with your favourite killer animatronics in a collection of normal Five Nights at Freddy's experience and mini-games. Such mini-games are Vent Repair, Parts and Service are really good. I would definitely recommend playing them. It's really, really scary doing them because you do something wrong, you're not in good shape. But yeah, I hear you asking, is it scary? Well, I mean, yeah, it's so scary. I hated every minute of it. I think I now have PTSD from that weird little cupcake thing. But yeah, it is amazing if you want to terrify yourself. If you want to. Don't know why you would, but yep, FNAF VR, it's $22.99. Layers of Fear VR. The next horror game is Layers of Fear. You can delve deep into the mind of an insane painter and discover the secret of his madness. Redesigned with Quest in mind for greater interactivity and immersion, Layers of Fear VR is a first-person horror game built on a rich, dark story. It explores an environment overflowing with macabre artwork and unravels secrets through twisted puzzles. The psychological horror of Layers of Fear VR will leave you questioning your own eyes and mind. dare you paint a true masterpiece of VR. Put on your quest and discover what awaits. If you want to play Layers of Fear, it is $14.99. Now, Lies Beneath. Lies Beneath is next, and the first time I played this, I absolutely loved it. The art style is amazing, it looks beautiful and works well with the game itself. It's very kind of comic book stylistic, which really matches how the game plays. You can use revolvers, guns, pistols, and more to down enemies, as well as melee weapons such as axes, machetes, and knives. You must use these weapons to defeat disfigured enemies, and Lies Beneath is a single-player game, and you are playing as a college student called May. You must save your father from the strange townsfolk of Slumber, the little town in Alaska, and I highly recommend it. With amazing comic book style visuals paired with great gameplay mechanics, it is a brilliant game. Costs $22.99, but I think it's worth the cost. And now we come on to Dreadhalls. Dreadhalls is next, and the thing I immediately noticed when playing this game was that the graphics are not great, but the thing that I think really makes a difference and kind of takes your attention away from it is how good the sound design is. Dreadhalls does not overcrowd the scene, it just sticks with the classic haunted hallways idea. The mazes of the dungeons are procedurally generated, which gives it a replay value, which is nice. And Dreadhalls is cheap. It costs, or compared to the others, it costs $7.99. And I want to, note some honourable mentions as well. So these are Face Your Fears VR, a really load of great horror experiences. The Exorcist Legion VR, terrifying game, and Affected the Manor again for quality VR horror title. The next category is sports and fitness games. A real classic of sports games is Sports Scramble. You cannot beat it. It's a game I love. You can play online versus other players or partake in tennis, bowling and baseball on your own. As the game says, its scramble ability is great fun. One shot you're playing with a tennis racket and tennis ball, then the next you're hitting a frisbee with a fish. The same can be said for baseball and bowling. That said, just playing normally is also really great fun. Sports Scramble is $22.99, and I would highly recommend to anyone who's just got their Quest. Next is Pro Putt by Topgolf. Pro Putt contains 3 massive mini-golf / putting courses. It has some sort of physics engine, so the ball acts as it would in real life. It is not too serious and is just to have fun, and is probably the best golf game on the Quest. Pro Putt is $14.99 and is an awesome game, a must-have for any golf enthusiast. The Climb VR was one of the first to come to the Quest, with stunning visuals and amazing mountain climbs. It is up there with definitely my favourites. Feel the exhilaration of extreme freeze solo climbing. Experience the adrenaline rush as you ascend to epic heights. Explore caves and find shortcuts. Race against your friends' routes to compete for the fastest times on leaderboards. Navigate and enjoy stunning landscapes from around the world, including the Alps, Southeast Asia and American Southwest. The climb costs $22.99, and again, I think it is a must-have for anybody if you don't have it. Thrill of the Fight is next, and it is a down-to-earth VR boxing game focused on authenticity. You can enter a gym and battle a series of unique challengers with their own styles and techniques. Use timing and skill to land the knockout blow. This is definitely, for me, the best boxing game on the Quest. Creed is good as well, but I still think Thrill of the Fight is better. It was a bit buggy at first, I found, but yeah, a great game. Just $7.99, I would highly recommend picking it up. On the topic of boxing games, let's take a look at Box VR. Box VR is a more fitness-focused boxing game, and it makes exercise enjoyable and exciting. If I sum it up, it's basically Beat Saber, but instead of lightsabers, you have boxing gloves, and you're punching tiny little orbs which are glowing to the beat of pretty good songs. It's a decent arsenal they have. Box VR is, for me, the best fitness game on the Quest, as it combines music and boxing to give a workout you want to do over and over. The workouts range from 10 to 15 to 30 and even more minutes, and yeah, it's a very, very good game, and it's £22.99. Just to get this out of the way, let's put Beat Saber in this category. It's kind of a sports game, as a long session, you find yourself pretty tired. I'm going to regret this later. But Beat Saber, we all know it's good. If you don't have it, get it, you're mad. But yeah, not else much said about that. Wish they put custom maps in it, that'd be great. Now some honourable mentions for sports and fitness. 11 table tennis. If anyone likes table tennis, get this game. It's incredibly realistic. Really great. You can fashion yourself some sort of ping pong, Oculus touch controller clone mishmash thing. Did that before. It's a great game. 2MD VR football for you Americans out there. Never played it, but it looks good. Real VR fishing, stunning visuals, very peaceful, and Dance Central, just like Just Dance, but on steroids. Next category is music and rhythm games. Obviously Beat Saber would have been here, but it's just so well known. Just get it, it's awesome. But let's have a look at O-Shape. O-Shape is less musical rhythm based, but it is against the back of a decent soundtrack, so it kind of counts. And I didn't know where else to put it, so... its course is based off the classic Hole in the Wall TV show, and you'll find yourself ducking and squatting through holes, swinging your arms about, flailing around, collecting coins, and yeah, it's a not a bad game. It's definitely a target audience, not me, but yeah, it's $14.99, so you could always pick that one up if you want. Of course, in this category, we have to have Pistol Whip. Pistol Whip is a great game. It's not wholly based on rhythm or music, but with blaring tunes in the background and visuals that are constantly changing colour as the track goes on, this game is brilliant. With regular updates that give more and more songs to play, it really is a bargain. You of course have to shoot enemies, and it really gives me that kind of sort of John Wick, slapping people around the face with pistols, shooting them from distance. It's amazing. Ducking past bullets, flying past your ears. Pistol Whip is $19.99, is worth every penny. Next is Synth Riders. Synth Riders, I can't say it, is a bit different to other rhythm games as you follow the orbs. So Synth Riders is your freestyle dancing VR rhythm alternative. Lose yourself in the incredible music, enjoy the unique rail system, meet friends in the multiplayer, and become part of the VR rhythm revolution. Synth Riders is $18.99 and is a perfectly decent game. Last in the rhythm and music section is Audica. Audica is a really unique game. It's a VR rhythm shooter from Harmonix, the makers of Rock Band and Dance Central. Armed with a pair of rhythm blasters, you shoot and smash targets to the beat of a soundtrack that features songs from some of the world's most popular artists. It's a very good game. I've forgotten the price, but yeah, look it up and I would recommend it. It's good. The next category is, of course, shooting and FPS games. A real quality shooting game is Gun Club VR. In this game, you can complete missions, earn gold, which you can use to buy new guns. There is also a gun range and a really nice new update, which is the sandbox mode, in which you can shoot watermelons and whatever your heart desires. I've got to try that out. Haven't played in a long time, but it seems really, really good, and I need to play it again. It's a brilliant game, and it's £14.99. Now, how can you say FPS game without having Pavlov's Shack? Pavlov's Shack is available on SideQuest, and it's probably one of the best FPS games on the Quest. Created by Seoul developer Dave Wiltz, I have no complaints about Pavlov. I only wish it was on the Quest store with great gameplay mechanics, a large selection of guns. It doesn't disappoint at all. It is free as well, which is nice, and you can find it on SideQuest. Another SideQuest game is Contractors. As I said in my top 5 best FPS games on SideQuest, link in top right and description, that Contractors is a bit underrated. On the quest for such a great game, Contractors is very good FPS game, great gun mechanics, great gameplay. I think it rivals Pavlov completely. Pavlov, of course, taking the more, sorry, I've forgotten it now, CSGO approach, there we are. But yeah, I totally recommend Contractors. It is free and you can find it on SideQuest. Of course, a list of shooting games, you have to have Superhot VR. Superhot VR is one of the best games on the Quest, and rightly so. When you move, time moves, and this is one of the coolest gameplay mechanics I have seen in any VR game. It takes time to understand how to play properly, as I find you have to first look at your surroundings, then gun down the enemies, but it is incredible. I highly recommend this to anyone who's just got a Quest or any VR headset. Superhot is £18.99. And the penultimate game for shooting and FPS is Phantom Covert Ops. In Phantom Covert Ops, you have to use multiple weapons and your tactical kayak to stop all-out war in one night. It is a great game, and the missions are really long, so you get what you pay for. So I would highly recommend this. One of my friends absolutely loves it, and it is £22.99. Actually, I'm going to put this in now, but I forgot to mention Dead and Buried 2. It came out with the Quest. It's an Oculus original and is very good. You can play online against other people in multiple different maps, collect different guns, and yeah, different game modes, free for all, gun game, I think, no, that's not one. Team Deathmatch, really good game. You have to get it if you've just got your Quest. And the last shooting or FPS game I want to look at is Aspire 1 VR Operative. When playing this game, you're completely immersed. You're an Aspire agent, somebody who takes control over an Aspire unit. Gone are the days of watching Super Spy Hero on screen. By leveraging the head and hand track capabilities of the current VR technology on the Quest, players can physically live out the 007 fantasies as the Aspire Model 1 operative. These stealth mechanics cannot be replicated on any other medium. Aspire is £22.99. That's all for shooting and FPS. Let's look at action and adventure. Firstly, Moss. Moss is a really nice game and is quite an old game for the Quest. Moss is a single-player action-adventure puzzle game from Polyarc, tailor-made for the VR platform. It takes classic components of a great game such as compelling characters, gripping combat, and captivating world exploration, and combines them with the exciting opportunities of VR. Next is Red Matter. Red Matter is a story-driven VR puzzle adventure game set during a dystopian sci-fi Cold War. Take on the role of Agent Epsilon, an astronaut of the Atlantic Union dispatched to an abandoned Volgravian base on Rhea, one of Saturn's moons. Your mission is to investigate the shady top-secret research project, and you discover what happened on the scene. Red Matter is yours for $18.99. with some amazing visuals, and I like how they've implemented the hands. You use little kind of grippy things in the game. That's just terrible description, but you get the point. Then we have Journey of the Gods. Journey of the Gods came out with the release of the Quest, but I think it has held its value and is still a great game. The Chaos Moon is coming, threatening the peaceful inhabitants of the land. It is up to you to unlock the power of the gods in your battle against the encroaching darkness. What a game I would love to see. It's kind of like this is Asgard's Wrath. It looks incredible. Just wish it was on the Quest. Journey of the Gods is £22.99. An honourable mention goes to Ghost Giant. Really nice little game. Love playing it. And finally, we get to multiplayer games. This is going to be the last category. But first is Rec Room. Rec Room is, of course, a really fun game to play with friends. It is also cross-platform, so someone can be on PC, somebody in VR, and it is filled with tons of games made by the community and developers. My personal favourite, I think, is Paintball. It's really good. You have different guns, snipers, the splurge gun, really overpowered. Yeah, it's great to play with friends. You also have a dorm where you can change your appearance before going into a game and meet up with friends. Rec Room is free, which is really nice. Then we have a game similar to Rec Room, which is VR Chat. If a little cursed, it is great fun. I wouldn't recommend this to the younger audience, but anyone else, do really try it out. You get to some crazy things on it. It's great fun. And probably the final one is Acron. I've forgotten the name, but it's basically where one person on mobile will be the squirrel, and one person on the Oculus Quest will be the tree, and you have to stop the acorns from stealing your nuts. It sounds a great game. I must get it. It'd be great fun if family members come over or that sort of thing. And that's it. This is the longest video I've done, so I really hope you enjoyed. If there were any games you think should have been on the list, then do leave it in the comments. My script is about 6 pages long, so commitment there, I'd like to hear. But yeah, if you have enjoyed this, then please subscribe. It's quite tough putting these videos together, so it would mean a lot. You can find me on Twitter at NewCluesVR, at CluesVR. That's all for now. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon for more of the latest VR news.